Today is April 17th, and this is COVID-19 Local Impact Ottawa Valley. I'm Trevor Riley. Here's a look at the COVID-19 situation. At the latest update of April 17th, we had no new confirmed cases and no new deaths. The total tests sit at 917 in the county, and there was an increase in negative tests coming back to 738. And we are currently awaiting the results of 165 tests. In Ontario, the number of cases went up by 564, bringing it up to 9,525. That's a 6% increase from the last report. 478 deaths have been reported, and total testing done has now exceeded 136,000 at the 10:30 a.m. update of April 17th. To start off today's program, the president and CEO of PRH sent a message to the staff and the community. Let's take a listen.
Hi everybody, it's Pierre Noel, President and CEO of the Pembroke Regional Hospital. And I wanted to take a minute to say thank you to all of you at this juncture in our preparations for COVID-19. You know, it's been about 5 weeks now that we've been in intense preparation mode. We've seen unprecedented change. It's been a stressful environment. And I know that you've been worried about your health, the health of your family, the health of our community, and you've been juggling your personal responsibilities with your professional responsibilities. And it hasn't been easy, but you've done an amazing job, and I want to say thank you. Thank you to all our staff and all of our physicians for being so flexible, so adaptable, doing things that you weren't doing the week before because it was needed, taking care of one another, looking out for each other, being innovative and working in teams to get things done. I also wanted to thank our community, really a thoughtful and generous community, sending us kind messages on the front line, donating personal protective equipment when they've had it. Food and treats are coming into the hospital for our staff in recognition of all that you do. We've had neat things like surgical caps and headbands donated by the community, and also financial donations through the Pembroke Regional Hospital Foundation, and we really appreciate that too. And I also wanted to thank our fellow first responders. The fire departments were here at the hospital the other day with their sirens, saluting our staff, but also police and the paramedics have been on the front lines of this. And also people working out in the community, and allowing us to continue in grocery stores and gas stations and pharmacies. So really important work, and everybody is to be commended and to thank for the role they're playing in getting us through this.
Unfortunately, it was announced on April 16th that the Jason Blaine Golf and Concert fundraiser was canceled due to COVID-19. Your TV host, Jamie Bramberger, caught up with Jason from his home in Nashville.
Yeah, man, absolutely. This has just been a drag. Like, what can you say? All of these fantastic events from all of the sports to the Junos to concerts to award shows, and now our event. It's just a huge drag. So much. I don't have to tell you. You've been a part of it since day one. How much work goes into these things, months and months of planning. Everybody involved. So it's just a bummer. It's a big bummer, but it is what it is in this situation. Everybody's got to kind of follow the rules of and the mandates from the local governments to the provincials, to the federal governments, to not gather in groups. So it's kind of out of our hands on a lot of levels.
When the committee was talking about this just before the pandemic really took hold in North America, I don't think you or anyone around the table that day expected we would get to the point that we're at now.
I really didn't. I mean, when it was brought up in our meeting, I guess this would have been at the very top of March. If there's something we need to look at, and we talked about, at our next meeting in a couple of weeks. And boy, what a difference just 2 weeks meant. You went from not even really considering that things in June would be in question to 2 weeks make all the difference. You're talking a border, the North American, Canadian US border. I mean, that's got to be historical. That's got to be unprecedented. I'm not sure that there's ever been a time in history that border has been closed. I can't. I don't think it's ever been closed. Maybe you can tell me, but that's things like that. I mean, we're talking that's unprecedented, and that was just in a matter of 2 weeks difference. So, yeah, but the silver lining in all this is we've had already since the announcement today about the cancellation. We've had sponsors reach out. We've had so many people post on the social media in response to the announcement and said, hey, it was obviously the right decision. We're pulling for you guys, and we'll see you in 2021. That means the world to us.
Welcome back. Renfrew County Warden Debbie Robinson shared a message with the residents of the county, reminding us that it has been a difficult time, but we are all in this together.
Hello, my name is Debbie Robinson, and I'm the Warden of the County of Renfrew. I'd like to begin with my sincere thanks to all of you for your continued efforts to reduce the spread of COVID-19 in our community. I know this isn't an easy time for any of us, as we all try to adjust to our new reality at home and at work, but it helps to know that we are all in this together. Each of us is making a difference in flattening the curve when we practice physical distancing, stay at home, and wash our hands. As your warden, it is my responsibility, along with the County Council, to ensure the essential services we provide the residents of Renfrew County continue to operate during this most difficult time. Our paramedics are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as usual, ready to respond to any emergency. However, they are doing much more than that these days. Your paramedics are working to support the entire healthcare system in the county. They are assisting in the screening process and testing people who may have symptoms of COVID-19. They go to work every single day, knowing full well that they are at risk of exposure, but they continue to come day after day after day to do everything possible to ensure your health and safety. Dealing with this pandemic has resulted in a Made in Renfrew County solution with the creation of the Renfrew County Virtual Triage and Assessment Center. It's an around-the-clock service for anyone with healthcare concerns, including COVID-19. At the end of this video, we will put up the phone number so you can write it down just in case you ever need it. The County of Renfrew operates 2 long-term care homes, Miramichi Lodge in Pembroke and Bonisher Manor in Renfrew. The men and women who work in these homes, the nurses, the personal support workers, the cleaning crew, and the food preparation team all continue to leave their families and the safety of their homes every day and go to work. They hear the news about outbreaks in long-term care homes across the province, but still, they choose to show up. They know the residents need them, and they know you are counting on them to provide care to your loved ones with compassion and respect. We have also put every precaution possible in place to contain the spread of the coronavirus. We had 1 confirmed case of COVID-19 at Miramichi Lodge 2 weeks ago. The individual is a member of our staff and has been in self-quarantine since that time. There have been no further positive cases and none whatsoever at Bonisher Manor. If the situation changes, we will be as transparent as possible and disclose what information we can at that time. You have my word. In your communities, our social service staff is still working for and with you. Our Ontario Works team is assisting anyone who needs help accessing one of the many federal or provincial financial assistance programs being offered. If you are having trouble paying your bills or buying food, please reach out to them. There's no shame in asking for help in this unprecedented time, when so many businesses have been forced to close, putting many hardworking people out of a job. Our local economy is struggling, as is the case throughout Ontario. Our economic development staff members are in touch daily with business owners, tourism operators, industry, and manufacturing representatives. We care about you and pledge to do everything in our power to help you make the long journey back to prosperity. I know the Renfrew County we have today is not the one we had 3 months ago. We are a group of vibrant communities, steeped in tradition, determined to make our own way, and always ready and willing to help out a family member, a neighbor, or a friend. We can still do all these things, just in a different way. None of us know how long we will be asked to stay in our homes and practice physical distancing, but I'm certain it's not going to end anytime soon. What we do know is that the measures that have been put in place are working. We've come this far and kept COVID-19 at bay in our county. We're doing the right things. We have to stay the course and not let our guard down. Every time you leave your home, you are at risk of contracting the virus or passing it on. So I'm asking you to do the right thing for yourself, your family, your friends, and for the frontline healthcare and essential workers. Stay at home. Only go out for essentials, practice physical distancing, and wash your hands often. And above all, please stay safe.
Remember to catch up with us at yourtv.tv for all our COVID-19 coverage and full-length interviews. I'm Trevor Riley. Thanks for watching.